So, friends, I'm going to be talking about the general circulation of the atmosphere. The circulation of wind in the atmosphere is driven by the rotation of the Earth and the energy that comes in from the sun. Wind circulates in both hemispheres in cells that help transport heat and energy from the equator to the poles. The cell that circulates closest to the equator is called the Hadley cell. Winds are lighter at the equator because of the weak horizontal pressure gradients that are there. The warm surface conditions results in locally low pressure. So, it's the equator. All right. As air moves from high to low pressure in the northern hemisphere, it is deflected to the right by the Coriolis effect. In the southern hemisphere, air moving from high to low pressure is deflected by the Coriolis effect also. So you can see that objects deflect to the left in the southern hemisphere, objects deflect to the right in the northern hemisphere, and that's due to Earth's rotation and the Coriolis effect. Some air that sinks to the surface returns to the equator to complete the Hadley cells. This produces trade winds. The global circulation is dominated by 4 pressure zones. The subtropical and polar highs are areas of dry, subsiding air that flows outward in the surface, producing the prevailing winds. And the low pressure zones of the equatorial and subpolar regions are associated with inward and upward airflow, partnered with clouds and precipitation. The general circulation is produced by semi-permanent cells of high and low pressure over the ocean and is complicated by seasonal pressure changes over land. For example, the large land masses in Asia become cold in the winter and develop a seasonal high-pressure system by which surface flow is directed on the land. In the summer, the opposite happens. The land masses are heated and they develop a low-pressure cell, which allows airflow onto the land. These seasonal changes to the wind direction are known as monsoons. And this is a picture of a monsoon in effect. Thank you all for listening.